Quitting porn will rewire your brain to get the best version of you. If you truly want to reach your fullest potential, you need to quit porn. Even if you watch porn a few times a week, there have been studies that show that even that can rewire your brain for the worse. So it stands to reason that if you are to quit porn, whatever the frequency of porn you are watching, it will help you reach your highest potential. Okay, maybe you might not believe me, but porn has been shown to be a high level dopamine release. So it means that when you are actually ejaculating through porn, you are releasing that high level of dopamine that the brain was never supposed to have. Dopamine is a molecule that is a very useful thing in life because it helps us enjoy pleasure. It gives us a motivation. It gives us something to pursue because we need dopamine in our life. But the problem is we need that dopamine in moderation. If we do things like watching porn, doing cocaine, alcohol, all those things give our brains a high level of relief of dopamine. And because the brain is not supposed to have this high level of dopamine, the brain is supposed to have a reward after a hard task, which means that if you work out and you get the dopamine releases after a workout, you work to get that reward. And the dopamine, your brain gets used to this. Your brain gets a benefit from the workout or cold shower. That is your reward. The dopamine release is the reward for that cold shower. When you do an intense boxing session or when you do creative work, your brain will release the dopamine after that reward after that task that needed a certain level of intensity. On the flip side, the problem with porn is you have not done anything to get that reward. You have only watched porn. It's a poison disguised as a reward because you will get dopamine, but you did not work for it. It was so easy to access it. That's why we call it cheap dopamine. You get a high release of cheap dopamine. Those dopamine receptors get fewer and less receptive. You have fried your brain because you need dopamine, but you have chosen the cheap way to watching and ejaculating through porn. But there are consequences to watching porn. And when it comes to those dopamine receptors being fewer and less receptive, it means that you cannot get the same high you got when you first started watching porn. And over time, it also enables you to enjoy the simple things in life. And therefore, it also enables you to focus and concentrate properly, give you more stress and more anxiety. So when you understand this, how are you going to be able to pursue anything worthwhile when you know that discipline, consistency, and effort and focus are all the elements you need to achieve anything in life? Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm sure you have people watching porn that can succeed in life because they are very willful people. They have a lot of willpower. They can fight through that pain, that handicap from watching porn. I'm sure there exists. But for most people, it is not the case. And even then, anybody who watches porn more than a few times a week has harmful effects on the brain. If you quit porn forever, you will benefit no matter what. However addicted you are, quitting porn will rewire your brain, your focus, your discipline, because now you can pursue something worthwhile. More importantly, the thing that you gain is your power back. This is something you need to take seriously. Your power over yourself, the ability to enjoy small things, to make your body and mind do something where you don't have motivation. That's powerful. Porn takes away that power. So it is in your hands, no pun intended, to take that power back, to reclaim that power and be the person you are supposed to be. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sebastian, your addiction recovery coach. I'm here to help those who really want to quit. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.